Everyone, welcome here. My name is Prosper. So in this video, I'm going to be walking you step by step how to set up BookingPress. So if you don't know what BookingPress is a WordPress appointment and scheduling booking plugin. So what it makes you do basically is it allows you to accept booking and scheduling on your WordPress site. So if you are looking forward to one of the best appointment plugin that you can find for WordPress, then BookingPress comes highly recommendable, and I'm going to be walking you through all of the process you need for you to set up BookingPress and start accepting appointments and booking on your website. All right, so if that interests you, do make sure you watch the video to the end. And if you are new to this channel, do make sure you click on that subscribe button to subscribe to the channel, and also give the video a thumbs up, and also click on that like button. So guys, without wasting time, let's get started into the video proper. Okay, so right here we are on the BookingPress site. So to come over to this site, you'll find the link in the description, or you can just follow the link shown on your screen as akprosperblog.com/BookingPress. So it will bring you over to this page. All right, so irrespective of the kind of website you are creating or the kind of business or services that you are offering, and as long as you want to receive appointments and scheduling, then you can also consider BookingPress. So before we get started with setting up the service, let me just show you some of the businesses as mentioned on this site. You can see for salon booking, yoga appointment, education and tutor, medical and dental, maintenance and repair, rental, beauty and spa, fitness and gym, pet grooming, business consultancy. Now, this is just few out of the business that you can actually use this plugin for. Okay, but however, if you find out that your service is similar to some of these services, then just for you to know that it will work for you. And apart from that, it has a lot of add-ons, which I'm also going to be showing you in the course of this video. And also, let me also mention that this plugin comes both in the free and the paid version. I'm going to be walking you through both the free and the paid version so that you can know which one you should choose from. Maybe you can start with the free plan if the free plan will give you all of the features that you need, or maybe you'll just go for the pro plan, which is a one-time fee, like you can see it here. So if you follow the link, you're going to be getting it at for $79. Okay, so whichever one you think that will work for you, then you can get started. And you can see that the header here, award-winning appointment booking plugin for 3 consecutive years. Okay, so it's a great plugin that comes highly recommended. Okay, so now once you're on this, you come over to this page, do make sure you see an option to log in here. I'm already logged in into my account, so you logged in or you create an account, and then you'll be on this page. So once you're on this page, just come over here and click on the download free version. Exactly, because I want to start with the free version first so that you can really understand the difference. Okay, so go ahead and download the free version. I already have the free version downloaded, so I won't be downloading it, but once you download it, you have it there. So once you have done that, remember it's a WordPress plugin, so you come over to your WordPress site. So I'm not going to go through the process of showing you how to create a WordPress website. I want to believe you already have idea, but if you still want to have knowledge about how to create the WordPress site, do make sure you check my playlist on WordPress or web design. You are going to find videos there. And I also have comprehensive video where I showed you how to create a WordPress site and how to integrate BookingPress. So it's an all-in-one video. You are going to find a link to all of those in the description, or you just check my video list. Okay, so now I'm already on my back end of my website. So let me just refresh it to make sure everything is fine. So now that I'm there, I come over to plugins and then add new. Okay, so also I want you to let me know in the comments what kind of website are you creating. Okay, so what kind of website are you creating, or what kind of service are you offering that you want to use BookingPress for? Okay, so let me know in the comment section. So come over to add plugin, and then upload plugin. So let me choose the plugin, choose file. So BookingPress. All right, so BookingPress, I already have it here. Click on open. Then I come over here and click on install now. So it has already been installed, so I'll just click on activate plugin. All right, so the plugin has been successfully activated, and with that, to create a new menu on your left panel of your WordPress site, so just click on BookingPress. All right, so since this is the first time I'm setting this up, okay, so you're going to be asked all of this information, so just go ahead and fill it. However, if you're still going to be able to do it within the site. So let's say now for this, now let's say I'm creating a booking or appointment for a legal service. Okay, so let me just call it, for the purpose of this tutorial, let me say the company name is Prosper Legal Services. And then the time format, you can select, then you can select your country. So I'm in Nigeria, so let me select Nigeria here. Okay, so another thing I also need to mention, you can see that the plugin has almost all countries there. You can see it, a lot of countries are here. So just to tell you how versatile the plugin is, irrespective of wherever you are, you can definitely make use of this plugin. In addition to that, also when it comes to accepting payments, a lot of payment gateway are available for you. So those are some of the benefits you get. So it's asking for the website URL. So let me just paste that here. Then address. So let me just put in a random address, Ikeja, Lagos. So okay, so let me just put that. Then your date format, then you put in phone number. All right, so I already have a logo here. So let's just use that as our logo. So help us improve by sending anonymous usage tag. So this is optional, so you can check it yes or no. So then you click on next. Now this is asking us for the booking option. Help us understand your booking option. So default working hours. Okay, so we have it here Monday to Sunday. So that's basically, this is between the time where you can receive appointment or booking. Okay, all right. So it's currently, this is by default, and if you have reason to change it, fine, you can change it. So if you want to change it, just click on it and then put the time that best applies to you. Okay, but let me just leave it like this. You can see Saturday and Sunday are off by default. So you want to also accept booking and appointments on weekends, Saturday and Sunday, like I said, depending on the service that you are offering. Okay, so maybe I want to include Saturday, so I just put in the starting time. So let me put that at, since it's on a Saturday, maybe I should just put that at 10 a.m. and then the closing time, so let me just put it at 4 p.m. Okay, so the option is, and if you want to maybe put yours to 8 a.m. to 6 p.m., just your working hours. Okay, so you put it there. Maybe I want to leave Sunday as off. So in terms of currency also, they are asking for the currency. So I was going to set this to Nigerian Naira. So let me look for it. All right, so this is it here. All right, so in terms, just like we have a lot of countries within this booking system, we can see we have a lot of currency, if not almost all the currencies. So you can see there are a lot of them here. So that's another thing that you might also want to consider. All currencies are available. So I've selected my currency, and then I can just go ahead and click on next. So here it's asking me to create a service, but I won't be doing this now. I'm going to be doing it within the service section of the website. So I'm going to skip this part that asks for service. So I'll just click on next. All right, so now it's asking it for the styling. Select your fonts and then your color. Okay, so whatever color that you want to use, by default it is green, and then this dark and then the gray color. So if you want to change it so that the color can fit your WordPress website color, then you can just do that. So just click it, select the color that you want. Make sure you click on OK once you change the color. Okay, so don't do the mistake, because if you just click a color here and then you didn't click on OK and you click out, you can see. So once you select the color that you want, you click on OK. So let me just copy this because I want to retain this color. So once you select the color that you want, then just click on OK and every other color. Okay, so once that is done, you also click on finish. All right, so you can say congratulations, hooray, everything is ready to accept your first online booking now. Your site is ready, and below are the details. So these are the details. So this is a link that your customers or your clients will use to enter the booking page. Okay, you are still going to take a look at that. And then this is for my bookings. Now, if you want to embed it, these are the short code that you're going to be using. So what I would advise is for you to save this code, although it's the same thing across the BookingPress, apart from the domain name. So if your domain is different, it should just be your domain name /book-appointment. Okay, so but let's just take note of this. So let me also copy this. And let me also copy the short code. So I'm still going to show you how to embed this. So this is the short code you're going to be using to embed it on whatever page that you want to embed the booking system. Okay, so let me just still leave this. So this is already somewhere here. All right, so you can see it's useful links. So then you then click on close. All right, so now we are in our dashboard. You can see this is the BookingPress dashboard now. Now we have more options. So if you are finding value in this video so far, please give the video a thumbs up. Now, don't forget we are using the free version, like the free plan right now. So these are the options that you'll find within the free plan: the calendar, appointment, payment, customer services, notification, customized settings, and the like. So let's go through each of them one after the other. Then we can go ahead and start to create our service. So let me start with the with settings. So let's come over to settings. All right, so under the settings, you can see default service duration. So that means by default, how many minutes should each service take? Okay, so it's currently set to 30. If you want to increase it, fine. So default time slope step is currently set to 30. Now, the meaning of this is once we create a service, I'm still going to show you, but let me just explain. What it means is that the time interval between when a service can be booked. Okay, so let me say I want it to be 15 minutes. Don't worry, I'm still going to. So show time as per service duration. What this means is once we create a service, and then it's going to create an interval with which a service can be booked. Okay, this is currently, I want to uncheck this option. Okay, so I'm still going to come back and check the option so that you can see the difference that it will make on the front end of the booking system. Okay, so time slot grouping: afternoon starts at what time, evening starts at what time. So these are some personal settings that you can do. Default appointment status: do you want it to be approved automatically when someone book an appointment on your website? Do you want the appointment to be booked automatically? If that is what you want, just leave it like this. And if you set it to pending, that means once an appointment is being booked, you need to approve it yourself from the back end. So that's the meaning. So appointment status: paid with on-site payment method. So it should be kept at pending or approved. Okay, so that's when you want to accept on-site payment. Maybe if you're offering a service that involves the client, you and the client meeting in person, okay, and you want to accept on-site payment. So this is the option here. Then your default country, phone country code, you can set that here. Default item per page. Okay, so these are some settings that you can just do yourself. Okay, share time slot between all services, this is checked off, and then all of these settings are just there. You can just use your discretion to choose what best fits. Okay, so now that's it. So don't forget, any settings you do, always remember to save. Then we come over to company. So this is where you can also, if you want to change your company logo, this is where you can put it. You can see your company name, address, website, and phone number. So these are the information we filled earlier when we installed the plugin newly. All right, so there's nothing much to do here. Let's come over to notification. So this is how you want to receive notification. Okay, by default, WordPress defaults. So this is the sender name. So once you send out an email, so this is the name, the sender name that will appear. So if you want to change it, this is where you can come over here to change it. So let me just change it now to, so then the sender email and then the admin email. So all of these informations are there. So if you want to send a test email, you can also do that here. So once this is done, also don't forget to save. Then the working hours. This is if you want to change your working hours. Remember we did that when setting up. So this is where you can change it. Okay. Then if you want to add holidays, so you can select a particular day of the year where there's going to be holiday. So basically during that period, booking will not be available. Okay. So that's the meaning. So if I select, let's say this time now. So you can see once you select it, it will ask you the name of such holiday, and then it will ask you that should it be every year. Okay, so you can give that holiday a name. All right. And if it is a one-off holiday, that's it. So like I said, during those periods, bookings will not be available. All right. So clients or customers will not be able to book. So let's come over to payments. So for payments now, you can see you can select your currency. We've selected our currency earlier. And then it is asking you how do you want your currency to show up, currency symbol position. Do you want it to be before the value? And you can see it's just something like this. Okay. And you can see either before value separated with space, it will look like this. All right. So the payment method, don't forget we are working with the free version now. So we have two payment method, either on-site payment or using PayPal. Okay. And if you are now using the free version, remember you can see this currency is not supported by PayPal. You can see because I'm in Nigeria and I'm selecting Naira, but Naira is not supported with PayPal. So that's one challenge that you might have if you are using the free version and you want to accept payments. Okay. So you might need to consider the paid version, which will allow you to use other payment gateway. If you are using the paid version, you have access to more than 20 payment gateway. Okay, all right, so that's it on payment. And then but once you are using the paid version and then you come over here to payment, you'll be able to select the payment gateway you want to use, either Stripe, PayPal, PayPal checkouts, over 20 payment gateway. Then you fill in the information that they need for you to integrate it. It's also pretty much straightforward. Okay, so then for messages, so this is just by default. You might not need to do anything here. So what it means that no service selected for the booking. So once someone is trying to book and they didn't select any service, this is the message that will appear, that please select any service to book an appointment. Okay, so if you feel like the terms, you need to change some of the terms based on the kind of services that you offer, then this is where you can change all of those. Okay, so basically that is all the major settings that you might need here. The debug and the import and export option, you might not really need it that much. Okay, all right, so once all of this is done, then you click on save. All right, so let's see. I think that is it on the settings part. So if you also come over to customize, so here you can customize the form itself. So you can see this is where you can customize the form in terms of the colors and every other thing. Okay, all right, so for notification, now once you're on the notification, what this means is that this is where you can customize the emails that your customers is going to receive, and you yourself as the admin, you are going to receive. Okay, so this is going to be the email subject, appointment approved. If you have any reason to change it, and this is where the text is going to be, you can say, dear customer first name, you have successfully scheduled appointments. Thank you for choosing us. So if you want to customize it or change it to anything, you can also do that here. Maybe you want to say, dear customer, you have successfully scheduled appointments. Then don't forget, if you want to come into a new line, this is the meaning of this short code. It means the text should appear on a new line. So maybe you want to add, you have successfully scheduled an appointment. Then I can just say, maybe before this, I want to say, then appointment details. So then I can put a colon. So now the appointment details, I can now come here and copy any of this short code that works for it. So let's say, then I want to show the service name. So the cursor is here, service name. So to show the name of the service. I also want it to show the service amount. I also want it to show the service duration. So I click on it, it will appear here. And then what other information? Okay, I want to show the appointment date. I want to show the appointment time. This is how you can customize, and don't forget to put this short code here is to push it to a new line. So let me just copy this and add it at the end of all of this. All right, so once we make a text booking, you understand what we are doing here. So this is for the one the customer is going to receive. So let me just save this. And if you want to customize the one that you're going to receive as the admin, you can also do that here. So this is for approval. If you want to do pending appointment, rejection appointment, you want to customize the emails that you are going to receive and that the customer is going to receive. So you can do that here. So whatever changes you do make sure you save it. So you are still going to come back to services. So, but for customers, this is where you're going to find, the more your customer, your clients book on your website, you're going to be finding their details here, maybe their name, their phone number, depending on the feed that you created, the kind of information that you collect, you're going to find all of those informations here. Okay. Remember, we are still going to come back to feed settings. Okay, for payments. So all the payments you have received, especially if you are doing paid services, you are going to find all the information here. You can check them based on the transaction date, the customer name, the kind of services, the payment status, all of this, you're going to find them here. Then for the appointment, so once you receive an appointment, this is where you're going to find information or details about that appointment. Okay, and here you can also check out your calendar. So you're going to see an overview of the calendar. You can see it here. So if you have an appointment on a particular day, you see that it's going to check it or tick it with a different color within here. All right. So now that I've walked you through all of the different menus, now let's go ahead and create our first service. So come over to services. Now, before we create a service, we first of all create a category. Okay. And I'm still going to explain it to you now. So let's click on manage category. So you can click on add new. So let me see, since we offer a legal service, so let me call this category for consultation. Consultation, then I can click on save. So let me create another category. Let me call it. So let me just call it office meeting. So let me just give you those two categories. Now, the meaning of this, I don't know if, let me use another example for a different service. Let's say you're offering a cleaning service, for example. So you can have category like office cleaning, home cleaning, industrial or commercial cleaning. So those are categories. So now that we've created our category, now let's go ahead and create a service. So I'll come over here and click on add new. Now, remember again, we are using the free plan, and on the free plan, these are the information that you can create when creating a service. Okay, so you can start with adding a logo for that particular service that you want to offer. So let me just look for a random image here. So let me just use this car as the image for the service. So I can enter it that, okay, maybe this is for family law. So family law, and then maybe consultation, online consultation, how many minutes. You can see now, remember when we were in the settings and it was asking the default service duration, you can see it is set by default to 30 minutes, okay? So that's part of the settings. So maybe I want to offer it for 45 minutes, and then I want to charge, let's say 15,000 Naira for this particular service. 15,000, or let me just say I want to charge 20,000 for family law under this category. And then I can give a description. Let's say, let me just say this service is for family, so families facing, okay, that needs family related legal consultation. Okay, so let me leave it like that. So you can just go ahead and put a description of what they should expect and the likes. So once you are done, you can see there's no other thing to fill. Take note of this. You are on the free plan, because I'm still going to be showing you the paid options where you are going to be having more options to work with when creating your service. Then I can click on save. Okay, so we've just gone ahead to create our first service. Let me add another one. So let me click on add new. So let me say for this service now, let me look for a random picture. So make sure when you are doing yours, you look for something that fits in. So let me just use this. Okay, then I can give this one for business law. So let me then put this as online consultation. So let's say this is for 30 minutes and I want to charge, since it's a business related, so let's say I want to charge 30,000 Naira for 30 minutes. Okay. So let me just say that's okay. Okay. All right. So just something like that, and then you can just go ahead and click on save. Okay. So let's see, we've created. So let me add one more. So add new service, and then let me call this civil law. Civil law. Let me also put in some random image here. So if you're finding value in this video, please give it a thumbs up. Okay, so let me just put this, and then let's say for 30 minutes, and then let me say I want to charge 15,000 Naira for this particular service, and you can go ahead and add a description now. All right, so then I can go ahead and save this service. Now, okay, I didn't add category, so let me go back and edit, and then select the category. I want to do an office meeting, so that means the person will either come to the office for this service. And since the person is come to the office, you can also decide to make it free, but hey, let's leave it like that. So let me click on save. Now, I want to add one more category, and there's a reason I want to add that category. So let me just add one more category. Let me just call this. So I just name it orders, and then let me just save it. So whatever category that I think is okay. So I can't think of any legal category now. Okay. All right. So we've created 3 services. Take notes. We only use 2 categories, and then we created like 3 categories. Okay. So that, because what I want to show you here is that once you create a category, if there is no service under that category, that category will not show up on the front end. Okay, so just take note of that. All right, so now we've gone ahead to create a service. Now what you want to do next is, now let's go and look at what it looks like. So I'm going to come back to this that I copied, book appointment, this link. So if I should copy it and let me open it in an incognito window so that we can see what it currently looks like. All right, so you can see it now. So this is what it's going to look like. So the design of my website, I created, I have sidebar. So that's why you are seeing this here. So, but if you are creating yours, if you have just a full width, you will not be seeing this sidebar. However, this is what our booking page will look like. So you can see it here. The two services that we have here, I mean, the two category rather, online consultation and office meeting. So you can see here, the third one, like I said, because there's no service attached to it, that is why it's not showing up here. Okay. So once they want to make a booking now, you can see it there, the logo is there, the business, I mean, the service is there, business law. Then once they select it, so you can see they can select the time slots. So from 9 a.m. to 9:45, from 9:15 to 10 a.m. and the like. So once they come here, they select the dates. Now you can see that Sunday is not available. So you can see that Sunday is not available based on our working hours that we selected. And if you also look at the time slots, you can see that most of the time is starting from 9 a.m. because that's the time that we picked. Now you can see that the interval between each meeting is 15 minutes. Like you can choose from 9 a.m. to 9:45, 9:15 to 10 a.m., 10:30 to 10:15. You can see difference of 15 minutes. Now let me go back to that setting that I showed you earlier when you came on that settings. Then under general setting, you can see show time as per service duration. Okay, so it's currently turned off. And then remember the default service time duration, you can see it was set to 15 minutes. Now, but if I should check this now, if I should turn this on and I click on save. Okay, so that is saved. So now let's go back to the booking. Now let me refresh this page and then you will notice that this time system will change. Okay, so unlike what we currently have here, where they can choose between all of these times. Remember, the service itself is for 45 minutes, but they can choose any of this time with a 15 minutes interval. Okay, so let me go ahead and refresh this. All right, so now we've refreshed the page, so we are still going to choose this family law. And then if I should scroll down and then maybe I choose I'm okay with this date. Now take a look at the time slot. Now we are having 9 a.m. to 9:45, from 9:45 to 10:30, from 10:30 to 10:15. What does it mean? That means you can only book within a time of that particular service. You can see it from, it is when the service is over that another time slot will be created. So you can see it here. So that's the difference. You need to take note of that. So if you're looking for it, depending on what works for you, it's an option. Exactly. I can't tell you that this is what you should go for or this is what you should not go for. If this system works for you, fine. If it doesn't work for you, then you can just come back and uncheck this show time slot as per service duration. You can turn it off and then you're going to be having the other option. So let me just go back and just turn it off. I just need to explain that because yeah, you might be worried to, you might just want something different. One of these might work for you depending on what you are planning to achieve. Okay, so let me just refresh this again. All right, so I've refreshed now. We are back to the way it was. So from difference of 15 minutes, so they can book any of this. Okay. All right. So once they do that, and then you come over here to select the time that is okay for you. So you come over here to enter your first name, your last name, your email address, your phone number, and in notes. So once you fill all of this information here, let me just fill it randomly. All right, so I'm filling all of this information. You can see the information are marked required. That's why we're having this. Then there's a note section which is not required. So I can click on submit summary. So it has already showed me the summary. Okay. And then if I click on book appointments, so the appointment has gone through. Now this is free because we've not set up any payment to receive payment. Remember when we are setting it up, the only option that is available because it's a free plan is PayPal, and PayPal is not supported, so there's no way I can make payments. Now I've gone ahead to place a booking. If I go to my own email as the admin and also the email as a customer, I'm going to receive a message. So let me show you what the message will look like. So I'm currently back to the back end of the website. So let me come over here and click on appointments. All right, so you can see it here. This is it here. So it is currently pending. So let me come over here if I should approve it. Okay, now remember why it is showing pending. Remember when we are setting it up, we selected that if you are making on-site payment, the appointment will not be approved immediately. It will appear as pending. So now that I've approved this, I can now go back to my email and check for the message. Remember earlier, I didn't see I didn't receive an email, and I'm sure the person booking will also not receive an email. But now that I've approved it from the back end, I can go ahead to my email, and as a client also, I can go back to our email and see the email that I did notification that I'll receive. All right, so now I'm in my email as the admin. So you can see, hi administrator, you have a new appointment in family law. The appointment is waiting for your confirmation. Okay, so that's as the admin or the business owner, I'm going to receive an email that I have a pending appointment. So you can see like 3 minutes ago. So after approving that service, okay, or that appointment, then I received the next mail. So you can say about a minute ago, hi administrator, you have one confirmed family law appointment. The appointment is added to your schedule. Thank you. All right. So you can see this is the email as the admin or as the business. So remember, you can also customize this email and add more information. Okay. So now let's look at the email that the person will receive as the client now as a customer. You can see appointment approved. So dear Prosper Agbleze, as the client now, the customer, I say you have successfully scheduled appointment, your appointment details. So remember that I added all of this. Okay, so that's the amount, the time, the dates, the duration for the appointment, and then thank you for choosing us, and then the name of the business. So the email is customizable. I can go ahead and customize it further, maybe to give it some space, to make some bold, maybe like where it is showing price now indicates that okay, service amount, appointment duration, appointment date, time. So it is customizable, exactly, and I've showed you how to do that. Okay, all right. So now let's go back to the back end now. All right, so before we leave the backend, so there's something else I want to show you is, remember that when we want to check our booking link, we had to, our booking page, we have to use that link to come over here and book. Now, if you want to put it on a custom page, okay, so don't forget that link that we copied. So what if you are using Elementor, so just select short code, and then on whatever page you want to put, once you drag it into Elementor, then you just copy this code and then you put it here. So let me just really show you real quick so that I just want to make sure that I'm carrying everyone along. So guys, if you're finding value in this, please give it a thumbs up. Please give the video a thumbs up. So let me just use one of the pages on my website. All right, so for example, let's say this is my booking page, like the page I created specifically for booking, and I want to bring in the booking system here. So what I'll just come up search widget, and then I'll look for short code. Okay, so I'll just drag it into the section so you can see it. So here where we are having enter your short code. So I'll come over here and copy this. So come over here and paste it, then update. All right. So once you do that, that's what I need to show you. You're going to be seeing something like this. Okay. So you just don't worry. This is how it's going to look like in the back end. Okay. Once you are logged into your WordPress site and you insert the short code. Okay. But once you preview it, so let me just open the page. So this is but once you open the page itself, you can see it here. So another word is this: if you want to embed the booking system into any particular page or section of your website, so this is how you go ahead to do it. If you are using Elementor, it will be also the same process with other page builder. Just look for short code, drag it to wherever you want to put, and put in this short code here, this BookingPress underscore form in square brackets. Okay, and then it's just the same process with every other thing. So you can see it here. So now, because of wider space, you can see the time slot is on the right. Okay, all right. So now we've got all the things we've been doing now. We are using the free plan. So let me walk you through some of the added features that you are going to get when you use the paid plan. And if you want to upgrade, okay, so you can just come over here and click on upgrade to pro. So once you click here, upgrade to Pro, so it will show you the different pricing that is available, okay? And then you can just select whichever one you want to pick, okay, based on your preference. All right, but you need to take notes. This one is only for one site. This is up to 3 sites. So okay, so that's if you are using up to 3 sites. If you plan to use up to 3 sites, you can go ahead with the professional plan. Okay. So, but actually, what I also want to show you here before I show you what you can get on the Pro is if you click on this add-on. All right, so these are some of the extra add-on you are going to get on the Pro version. So if you want to collect tax, you can see with the Pro version, you'll be able to collect tax, you'll be able to generate invoice, the cart option, custom service duration, add an add-on to allow customer to choose custom service duration. Okay, so instead of you creating your own time, your customers can say, okay, you know what, I want I'm not available from 9 to 9:45. I want from 9:10 to maybe 9:55. Remember that is not part of the time slot. But with custom service duration, the client or the customer can choose their own time. Okay, location add-on, multi-language, advanced discount add-on. So if you want to also be giving them discounts, or you want to create a coupon code, then you can do that with the Pro version. Okay, recurring appointments, multiple staff. So this multiple staffs means that, for example, using this law service as an example, you can have you can create it such that each you add staff to the back end of the of the booking system, such that maybe once they select family law, the request or the booking will go straight to a family lawyer. And maybe the book is a business law consultation, the request or will go straight to a business lawyer. Maybe you have added a business lawyer to the back end. Okay, so that is it. Recurring appointment, that means maybe you want the appointment to be recurring, maybe every week or every, depending on you. So if you want to also accept tip, maybe you give a good service and the customer is impressed, you can, and you want to make it up, they want to give you a tip, rating and review. Now, in terms of payment, I mentioned it earlier that the system has a lot of payments gateway if you are using the Pro version, and you can see it here. WooCommerce, Stripe, Authorize, to checkouts, raise up pay, Paystack, just mentioning them randomly. So you can see definitely out of all of this list, you are going to see one that will definitely work for you. Okay. So then it also has integration with some of these email marketing platforms, MailChimp, Zapier, Google Calendar, but all of these are available within the Pro version. So if you are looking forward to adding some of these features, then definitely the paid version is for you. Now, let me show you the back end of what a paid version looks like. Right here, I'm in the paid version of the booking plugin. So if you check here, you see that there are more options that you find here, and a new options that you see here is like staff members, discounts, and the likes. Okay, and this is not even using all the add-ons already. Okay, so you can see it here. There's an option to add staffs. There's an option to create discounts, and every other thing here. Okay, now what I want to actually show you here is in terms of the service. So if I come over to services now, and then I choose the option to add a new service. Okay, so unlike in the free version, you can see that there are a lot of options here that you can choose from. Even that is even when we are not even using all the add-ons. Okay, so let me show you. So this is where you can enter the logo, you enter your service name, your category, the price, the duration, and then the buffer time. You can see this buffer time is not available in the free version. And the meaning of that buffer time is the interval between each appointment or each consultation. Now, what it means is that, for example, in this one that we created earlier now, when we were creating the service and we said, okay, this for this particular service is for 45 minutes. So you can see, and if you check the front end of the booking system, whenever they want to book, so let me show you. Okay, so whenever they want to book, I think that the page is, there's no need to go. Whenever they want to book, is the appointment usually start from 9 a.m. to 9:45. The next appointment is starting from let's say 9:45. You understand, there is no space in between. But with the paid version now, you can have a buffer time where there will be a break in between. It allows the consultant or the admin to rest or to prepare for the next appointment. Okay, and then there's also max capacity. How many appointments do you want to receive, in a day for that particular service? So you can set that up within the paid system. If you also scroll down, you can also create extra services. Okay, so maybe for example now you're offering consultation, and then, or using this as an example now, this is for a cleaning service, and then maybe after the you want to add extra service, like, okay, if you are coming, we are going to bring our own detergent. You understand? Maybe, okay, we are still going to do additional 1 hour. You understand? Then we have a custom duration and pricing. Maybe the duration, like I said, is not okay, as a customer, they can also select their own time, and then you want to give them custom pricing. This is where you can add staff member. Maybe for a particular service, you want to assign it to a particular staff. You can do that within the paid version. You can see all of this, and you can see there's also advanced option here. Okay, so those are some of the advantages you get with the paid version, like I've showed you earlier. So let me come over back to the website we were creating earlier. So if you feel like if you are interested in any of this add-on service, then definitely go for the pro options. Okay, even if not for any of these add-on service, if you just want to make sure you receive payment and PayPal is not acceptable, in your location or based on your currency, then you need to go for the pro plan. Now, there's something I want to show you before I forget. Now, if you remember that when booking that service, let me go ahead and I think I need to open that again. I think I still have it copied on my clipboard. Okay, no. So let me open that booking page again. All right, so now you can see that for this particular service, these are the informations that the customers are to provide: first name, last name, email address, phone number, and then short notes. And then that is all. Now, depending on the kind of services that you are providing or the kind of consultancy that you are providing, the information that you need from your clients can be different. So how do you create some of this feed, or to edit or modify this so that you can get the correct information? So because these are some of the challenges you might have with this thing. I also had the same issue. So to do that, just come over to customize. You come over to feed settings. And under the feed settings, this is where you can change it. However, again, for the free plan, you can't change anything. You can see this is the thing. These are the information that you can only get. The first name, their first name, the full name. Okay, this is currently turned off. The first name, the last name, their email address, their phone number, and then notes. Okay, and then they can agree to the terms and condition. And then if you want to let them to drop some text. So these are the only information that you can get from the customer on the free plan. However, on the paid plan, let's go to the paid plan. So now I'm at the back end of a paid plan for the BookingPress plugin. You see that there are other options here. You can see these are other information that you can use to get from the customer or the client depending on your service. You can see from form, if you want to add new text area, maybe you want to add you can see you have email, phone number, address. I went ahead, maybe describe your home, residence, or apartment, because this is for a cleaning service, notes or information for us. Okay, so maybe you want to get more information, so you can drag any of these that work for you. If it's text area, text field, this is something like this. If it's text area, maybe you want a longer text. For checkbox, you want them to check between option. For radio box, maybe you want them to choose one out of different options. Date speaker, you want them to upload something. You can also customize this if you want it to be in 2 column. And then if you want address, you come over to customers, address, gender. If you need all of these informations, you can only get them on the pro plan. So that means you can customize the kind of information that the clients will provide for you when they are booking their service. But however, like I said, this is available only on the pro plan. All right. So guys, I hope you find value in this. This is a very comprehensive video. I took my time to explain every little things and some of the challenges I've had using this plugin over the time, and then the possible solution. Okay, so guys, I hope you find value in this. If you do, please give the video a thumbs up and let me know in the comment section what kind of service are you looking forward to use BookingPress for. Okay, and if you have any video requests, do let me know in the comment section below. Guys, please subscribe to the channel, as the channel is still new at the time of creating this video. So don't forget, if you want to get the paid version, do make sure you use the link in the description or the one showing on your screen right now. Like I said, it's an affiliate link. You're going to be getting some commission for when you use the link, but it's going to be coming at no extra cost to you. Please kindly use it. That's just a way of saying thank you, and I really appreciate you. All right, so thank you very much, guys. My name is Prosper, and I'll see you all in another video. Bye for now.